good evening. I hope you had a good week. Thank you so much for coming. We have a fantastic show for you tonight. Before we begin, I've lived here for a good few years now, and I only have one major criticism of this country. And it's not bad. One, you'd have taken that. One, that's not a lot. The only criticism I have of this country is it's too big. It's far too big, this country. My people tried to point that out to you a couple of centuries ago, but you got all pissy about it and threw your little tea tantrum, but it's still true. There are too many nooks and crannies here. You do not want to look inside for fear of what you know might be lurking there. I have looked inside your nooks. I have seen your crannies. I work for The Daily Show and I do stand-up. I have seen your whack jobs. And believe me, you could put them up against whack jobs from any country on the planet and be pretty confident about walking away with a W. God, I'm glad you're pleased about that as well. That's good. That's the appropriate response. Yeah, number one. Number one. Yeah, never mind in what. Number one. Woo! Number one. Suck it, China. You're not that strange. You're not that strange, China. Every time I come back to New York from being somewhere else, I feel like Rutger Hauer at the end of Blade Runner. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. I have been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. That is remote in the extreme. It's like Lord of the Flies up there, with significantly more beards. You can only access the Upper Peninsula of Michigan by one bridge or a tiny airport that just has a couple of flights a day. And it's the first time I've ever landed on a runway and walked straight down onto the runway and realised there was a genuine chance that my luggage may be about to get stolen by a bear. I had to get the first flight out the following morning, so I said to the woman in the hotel, can I book a cab tomorrow morning for about 5 a.m? Is that possible? I need to get to the airport. Can I book a cab for around 5? And she said, no. You won't need to do that. Dave will take you. And I thought, fine. Maybe that's how it works up here. Maybe Dave takes people anywhere they need to go. I want to be respectful of the local culture. Dave shall be my guide. It will be an honour to be transported by the man they call Dave. So the next morning, about 4:45, I walked down to the hotel lobby and it was pitch black. Complete darkness, but for one shadowy figure standing behind the desk, not moving, not reading, just staring motionless into the air in front of him. And when he heard my footsteps on the lobby floor, the shadow span towards me and said, let's go. Bear in mind, at this point, I didn't know whether this was actually Dave at all, or whether I was about to fight to the death in an ice thunderdome. But it was Dave. And when he turned the lights on, it turned out Dave was 75 years old. And he had a homemade splint up the side of his leg and an upside-down hockey stick that he was using to propel himself across the lobby floor and out to his van, where he started to drive using the hockey stick to accelerate and brake. And I remember thinking, if I don't find God now, I don't think I'm ever going to find him. Because this feels like it really should be my time. I should tell you as well, the windshield was completely iced over. You couldn't see anything out of the windshield but for your own terrified eyes being reflected back at you. And I said to him, Dave, stop the van, Dave. Stop the van. Let me please scrape the windshield clear for you. I'd be happy to do that so we can drive on safely. And he said, well, I don't need you to do that, John. I know these roads. It was simultaneously the most confident and the most terrifying sentence I had ever heard, until the next thing he said. because he pulled in to the side of the road, and I distinctly remember thinking, oh, that's interesting, because we're not at the airport. And then he turned the engine off, looked straight out in front of him and said, John, I want to show you something. And if I'd had to pick a sequence of words that I wanted to hear the least in that moment, it would have been those exact words in that exact order. Please don't show me anything, Dave. I do not want to see anything that you have to show me. Least of all the bodies that I'm now relatively confident you keep in your basement. But I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Because what he had to show me was wonderful. Every winter, the students at Michigan Tech build enormous ice sculptures, ice villages and statues, and light them up at night so that you can enjoy them. So Dave and I walked through this ice wonderland in the moonlight. Dave's hand in the small of my back. Too low, way too low, but at that point it didn't seem to matter. We'd already been through so much. And I remember thinking, I wish the rest of the world knew what the centre of America was really like. Because I think it would dispense most lazy anti-Americanism instantly if the rest of the planet understood that the centre of America is not overconfident. It's fucking insane. And that should be cherished and envied. And this was cemented when we did finally get to the airport, because Dave pulled in and he said to me, well, we're here, John. Good luck with everything. And I said, well, thank you, Dave. Good luck to you too. And he said, well, I don't need luck. I'm exactly where I need to be. And I said, wait, what? What? I was not expecting anything that profound, Dave. Why? Please tell me, why are you exactly where you need to be? And he looked me straight in the eyes, and I promise this is true. He said this. He said, I'm the first line of defense against the Canadians. I'll tell you how much he was joking. 0%. Absolute zero. That is a man who does not sleep at night. He sits wide awake halfway up his staircase with his front door wide open and a shotgun across his legs, secretly praying that a Canadian will try something. Oh, please, Jean-Pierre, please cross that border. Do it, JP. Do it. I will mount you to my wall like a maple sugar mousse. We have a fantastic show coming up for you tonight. Please stick around. You won't regret it. We will be right back. Keep that going for Brendon Walsh.
Hello, everyone. How are you? You look lovely. Round of applause. How many people are wearing fake mustaches tonight? No, you're not. I wish that was true, though. It's so fun to wear fake mustaches. Me and a buddy of mine, my friend Kevin, I used to live down in Austin, Texas, and we'd wear fake mustaches all the time, just go hang out. It pisses people off when they see you wearing a fake mustache. They just don't like see people have fun. Like, we'd put on our fake mustaches and our suits, we'd apply for jobs and stuff. Give it a shot if you're unemployed. Wear a fake mustache to your next job interview. There's no jobs out there anyway, so have some fun. This is totally a true story. I did this too when I was down in Austin. We would take fake newspaper ads out in the paper, and this is totally a true story. I took an ad out in the Pets for Adoption section of the paper, And the ad read, free beagle puppy will be put to sleep if not adopted soon. Call this number, right? And then you call the number, and the voicemail you get is, hey, this is Ron. If you're calling about the puppy, I already killed it. Anybody else leave a message? Beep. It's a funny idea. It's good on paper. I thought I would get like all these great angry voicemail messages of people losing their goddamn minds, and I'd listen to them and laugh because I'm a bad, horrible person. But nobody left a message. Like 25 people a day would call, and they would just hang up like they were devastated. They all made the same noise. They were like sad. Made a whole town sad for my own amusement. It's not right. That's not how comedy works. It's wrong. That's like, you guys, everybody heard by now that Gene Hackman died today, right? I just made that up, too. I don't like seeing people get sad. You got sad as shit, too. You didn't realize how much you love Gene Hackman until I just told you that he died. I want you all to go home tonight and write a letter to Gene Hackman, tell him how much you love him. I just gave you a second chance. You're a hero. So we used to like fucking with people. So like one time, we were gonna go see the band Ween. We bought some tickets to see Ween, right? Yeah, Ween's great. Go see them live. They'll knock your dick in the dirt. Those guys know what they're doing. And nothing better than seeing Ween live, except for seeing Ween live on mushrooms. So I had these big, crazy Texas mushrooms, and I had these two roommates, Jim and Mary. And Mary was like this young know-it-all, like roller derby chick, you know, which is, I love roller derby. I mean, I've never seen it, but I like that it exists because it cuts down on all the crappy girl bands that would be around otherwise. So she sees the mushrooms I have, and she goes, oh, those mushrooms, you only need to eat like a cap or a stem, and you'll be fine. And I was like, shut up, Mary. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna eat half of this goddamn bag. So I eat half the bag, and I put on my fake mustache and my suit, made Kevin start walking to the show. And like 5 minutes into the walk, I was like, oh man, these things are kicking in already, I think. That's way too fast. And then I thought maybe I did take too many of these because I kind of feel my brain sliding out of my asshole. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. And I look up at Kevin and I go, hey man, where are we? And he looks at the street sign and he goes, we're at 9th and Natchez. And I go, no, what country are we in? And he goes, are you okay to go to the show? I said, I don't think so. Go call Jim and Mary, tell them to come pick me up. I'm gonna go lay down on this lawn for a little while. And I lay down on the lawn, and then I had this overwhelming feeling that something really bad had happened. Like I remembered hanging out by the highway, and I thought, oh shit, I fell off the highway or something, and now my body's back there, and I'm like in this weird kind of Jacob's Ladder existence, like between life and death and heaven and hell. And just what I'm thinking, that Jim and Mary come pulling up in Jim's weird Corvair mobile home that he drive, and he opens the door and he's like, get in. And I'm like, I don't want to get in. You're gonna take me to hell. He's like, we're not gonna take you to hell, just get in. I'm like, all right, well, if you take me to hell, I'm gonna be super bummed out. I get into the van, I make sure there's none of those weird, fast head-shaking guys from Jacob's Ladder in there. And the whole ride home, everybody's very concerned about me because they can tell I'm losing my goddamn mind. And they drop us off at the house, and Kevin and I give both our roommates, we give them our Ween tickets, and they go to the show, and they leave us both at the house, and I go in, and I take off my fake mustache and my suit, and I'm wearing a white dress shirt and white boxer shorts, and the walls are white. I'm like bathed in white. So I'm like, okay, this is really happening. And so I start praying. I'm like, God, just get me out of this. I'll change. I'll be a better person. I don't want to go to hell. I'll stop fucking with people all the time. I won't wear fake mustaches anymore. I won't tell everybody Gene Hackman died for my own amusement. I won't take any fake ads. Just get me out of this and I'll change. I'll be a good person. And I swear to God, 2 seconds later, just like that, the drugs wore off. And I was like, oh. And Kevin's like, what? I was like, nothing. Drugs wore off. I'm fine now. Sorry, I was that guy that lost his mind on drugs. He's like, that's crazy. I go, yeah, but maybe that happened for a reason. Maybe I should shape up and be a better person and stop fucking with people all the time. And as we're talking about this, I hear Jim and Mary pull into the driveway. They're back from the concert. And I go, Jim and Mary are home. They don't know that I'm fine now. We should fuck with them. So I get completely naked and lay on the floor while Kevin pours dry cat food all over me. I'm going, I'm a good kitty, I'm a good kitty. And when Jim and Mary walked through the door, I went, and I made Mary cry, and it made me feel great. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks a lot, folks. My name's Brendon Walsh. I love you.
Brendon Walsh, ladies and gentlemen. Brendon Walsh. Let's meet right back here in a few minutes, right here. You are going to love this next man. Please welcome the wonderful Glenn Wool.
Hello. How are you? Good. Thank you for listening to me so far. I know it will be difficult for some of you because I am indeed scruffy. I'm a messy little boy, and when I meet somebody new, I usually have to say 5 intelligent things in conversation before they treat me like I'm not mentally retarded. Number 6, I get to take the cork off of my fork. And I'm not saying that there's no reason to treat people like that. I'm just saying that there's now been a sea change. And the treatment that people like me have received since the dawn of time should now go to people who wear business suits and drive big flashy cars. Because look, I know I screwed my job up before. Sometimes I show up drunk. Sometimes I tell jokes that aren't appropriate for my environs. But I have never screwed my job up so badly that the government had to bail me out with $750 billion. Next time you see a dude in a suit walk by, kick him in his ass. And you know what? I'd be willing to let rich folks have another go if I thought the next generation was going to be any better. If their kids are running around dressed like hippies, making peace signs, like, yeah, man, let's see what happens. But their children aren't. Their children dress like gangster rappers for some reason, which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with doing if you are indeed a gangster rapper. But if you're some rich little punk, you can't dress like a gangster rapper. What are you trying to fool us all into thinking? Like, oh my, look, a Crip has moved into the basement of that mansion. How odd. Well, you know why rich kids dress like gangster rappers? It's because they want an air of criminality about themselves. They want to intimidate you with that look. They want to be able to show up to the mall and have everyone go, oh my God, it's a gangster rapper. Run, hide, anything could happen. Kid, you want to dress like a real criminal? Dress like your dad. Dudes in suits have done far worse crimes than a gangster rapper could ever dream of. I guarantee you a load of gangster rappers have never teamed up and stolen the mineral rights in a developing country. That's never happened. The album would be too long. And it starts with stopping indoctrinating your children into implicitly trusting somebody because they wear a suit. But you look at the way we treat little boys in particular. You want to look good, son? You put on a suit. People in suits look good. You're getting married? Oh, you better put on a suit. We want you at your wedding in a symbol of corporate greed. You getting in trouble? Oh, you better put on a suit. Judges like people in suits. Why? The most trustworthy people I know wear Iron Maiden t-shirts. What do you think you would have done if people who looked like me had cost the Western world $3 trillion? You would have killed us. You would have had another Holocaust. We would have been lured onto trains under the promise of an AC/DC concert. Huddled into showers. And then found it very hard to gas us. Hey guys, it's coming out of these things. Bartender, don't turn it off. We're having a party. Enough of this Cyclone B. Give us a Cyclone A. You know the good stuff. Folks, you've been absolutely wonderful. I've been Glenn Wolf. Thank you. Good night.
Glenn Wall, ladies and gentlemen, you have 3 minutes of personal time. Then you are required back here. Welcome back. Please keep that warmth going for the wonderful Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh my God, you guys are wonderful. It is awesome to be here. Genuinely. Just a sincere moment to start off the set, you know. I just saw Freddy versus Jason. Do you guys know this movie? Okay, it is awesome. People who are clapping are correct. It's actually really good. It's Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street versus Jason from Friday the 13th in the same room. Why did it take us this long to put them together, you know? It's really good. But there's one part of it, people who've seen it will remember. There's a part where Freddy has to choose between killing a white girl and killing a black girl. And Freddy says, "How sweet, dark meat." And then he goes, yeah. And there's like a collective groan in the audience in the theater when I watched it. Like people were disappointed in Freddy Krueger. Like, we're okay with you murdering children with your needle gloves. But racism? Making it very hard to cheer for you, Freddy Krueger. Now we want Jason to win. Mass murdering monster, but he's no bigot. My favorite horror movie, though, has to be this movie called The Thing, which is, yeah, it's so good. I'll tell you what it is. It's a research facility in the middle of Antarctica, and then shit goes down. Horror movie, shit goes down. And towards the end of the movie, I'm not giving anything away, trust me. Towards the end of the movie, there are 3 people left. And they have to try and decide whether they're gonna try and escape or burn the whole place down to make sure that the monster doesn't get out, you know? And I was watching the movie with my wife, and she looked at me and she was like, "What would you do in that situation? Would you try and survive? Or would you sacrifice yourself for the rest of humanity?" But never gonna be in that situation. I'm never gonna be one of the last guys alive. I'm gonna be the first guy to die. I die right away. I die so the other characters get to find out that something weird's going on. I'm on the autopsy table 20 minutes into the movie. His heart is missing. I'm that guy. I'm the setup. I bridge acts 1 and 2. I go off alone to find the cat. There's a weird noise in this corner. I must investigate. Ah, death. I never even find out that there were monsters. To me, the plot of the movie was, we're at a research facility and the cat's missing. The end. Find that cat. That's what this movie's about. Oh, short movie it was. You know how some people are too stupid to have opinions? You know what I mean? Like they haven't earned that right. Good people. I was raised Muslim. This guy was never Muslim. Like he's white, American. You know, he was not. I think I've explained non-Muslim enough. I think you guys know. Imagine a Muslim and then imagine not. That was this guy. So, stupid people. We were talking about the gender inequality in Saudi Arabia, you know? And he looked at me, I swear, he looked at me and he was like, it's not really their fault, Kumail. The Quran says women can't drive. Pretty fucking sure the Quran never said that. Because if the Quran had said that 1,400 years ago, I would be at the mosque right now. And so would all of you. If 1,400 years ago, the Quran was like, someday there will be a metallic box that will carry you everywhere and you'll have a thing to control it and it'll have 4 wheels and you put gas in it, tell you how fast you're going, and women shouldn't drive it. I will be like, I know 2 things for sure. Islam is the one true religion and women shouldn't drive. I'm glad you guys laughed at that, because otherwise it just sounds like a terrible speech I'm giving. Islam is the one true religion. Women shouldn't drive. It's my time, guys. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Kumail Nanjiani! We will take a quick break and then return presently. Enjoy now the splendid Kirk Fox!
I just want to say that everything that Brendon Walsh was doing with the fake mustache, I've done with a real one. And it feels better when it's real. I didn't know there'd be a balcony. A lot of my jokes, they go low. It's good to be here, New York City. This is nice. Now, I don't know if it's been mentioned yet. I haven't heard it, but let's just talk about it. There's an exit there, exit there, exit, 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 exit. There's a map if things get tricky. I just want you all to know we can't all be heroes, all right? And don't look at me to do anything heroic. I know I kind of look like I should be able to, but my back is out right now, and I have astigmatism, so don't look to... I'm not gonna do shit if it gets crazy. Now, I used to think that I could be a hero. I used to want to, but as I've gotten older, I've realized there's less and less people that I want to save. And I don't have any kids, and if I did have kids, I don't know if I would really save them in that kind of a situation. From what I've heard, they're a little tricky and overrated. Like if there was a fire and I had 3 kids in there, I don't know which one I would save. What if... You can't save them all. Someone's feelings are definitely gonna be hurt. And what if you save the kid that started the fire? Now you're living with an arsonist. That's nothing... It's nothing I want to be involved in. I used to always want to be the first person at the scene of an accident. Like if there was a car crash, I want to get there. But now, if I think I'm going to be the first one there, I'll stop for coffee. I don't want to be there. And if I do get there and someone's like, help, I'll be like, it looks like the traffic's starting to pick up past you. The flow's going. I mean, look how tall I am. What am I going to do in a little car that's crumbled up? I can't do it. If I climb in there, I'm going to get stuck. Now there's 2 people stuck in a car. I mean, I need the jaws of life to get out of bed in the morning. What am I going to do if I'm stuck in there? I'm always like, cut the sheet. Just cut the sheet. want my toes up. If they're like that, I can't sleep. Gotta be up to breathe. I've also realized that everything that can save our lives is behind glass. What good is that? It's like break the glass, get the fire extinguisher. Now you're fighting a fire with bloody knuckles. That doesn't seem very productive. And then you're supposed to stay low during a fire. Now you're crawling through glass. I don't want to do that. You get shards in your knee. It's not worth it. I was thinking maybe if a fire extinguisher was in a piñata, then I'd be more inclined to fight a fire. It's like, get that piñata, fire! You just crawl through candy. If it melts, that's all right. Melted chocolate. You know what else is behind glass? Defibrillators. It's like break the glass, get the defibrillator, get your heart pumping so you can pump the blood out of your knuckle. Defibrillators are the things where the paramedics just hook it to your heart and shock it, and your heart's just like, oh shit, sorry, I don't know what I was thinking, but please, don't put the jumper cables on there again. Nothing, that's gotta be worse than death. And the picture of the defibrillator is just a heart with a lightning bolt through it. That's not good. A lightning bolt hitting anything is never a good thing. I've never seen anyone get hit with a lightning bolt and just go, oh, fuck it, that's better. I'm up, let's do that shit again. And you have seconds to live. And whoever invented this thing gave it 5 syllables. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a rush job? If I'd invented this thing, you know what I'd name it? That. What do you need? That sucker, shock it. You mean the defibrillator? Please, don't say the whole thing. I'll be dead before you get to And why do they have to call it defibrillator? Should they at least call it defibrill now? Doesn't that make more sense? You need the defibrillator? No, now, defibrill now. Defibrill right now. I'll add words if it increases the sense of urgency. What else? What else is going on? I don't want to donate my organs. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. People are like, donate organs once you're dead. People need them. I'm dead. They didn't work, all right? I'm not gonna give anyone my broken down organ. It's like, here, try this shit. It didn't seem to work with me. The climate was clearly off. Maybe you got a better shelf. I'm also tall, so I feel my organs are gonna be baggy on whoever I give them to. It's like, dude, here's my kidney and a belt. Secure it, keep it tight. You don't want any air getting in there. And what if you get to the afterlife and you find out you need an organ you donated? You feel like a real asshole. It's like, look, it's beautiful. Can't, gave my eyes to some lady in Hoboken. At least drink the nectar. There's nectar? Yeah, drink it. Can't. Kidney, gave it to some guy in Phoenix. At least pull your pants up, you're in heaven. Can't. Belt went with fucking kidney. And what if you give your organs to an asshole who kills somebody? You kept him alive, now you're an accomplice. How do you feel about that? You're up in heaven, they're like, what are you doing here? I had a great life. No, your DNA's all over a crime scene in Phoenix. Kidney. What did he do? He just killed someone with a belt. I'm not gonna give my organs to anyone unless I meet them first. That's how I live. It's like, you want my eyes? Yeah, what do you do for a living? What are you gonna be looking at? I work for Playboy. Oh, fuck it, take them now. Just take one. You take one, I'll keep one. We'll look at the proof sheet like pirates. Ladies, you know how much you can get for your eggs? $15,000. I don't know why any of you are working, all right? Just like a baker's dozen a year, you'd have a new house, Porsche, trampoline, all the shit you love. Your friends would be like, whoa, new job? No, eggs. They're hard to get to, but once you do, each one's like an Easter egg filled with cash. But they base it on beauty, intelligence, and athleticism, so don't think you're all gonna go get 15 grand. play catch, answer some trick questions, try and kick a field goal. Some of you might have scrambled eggs or huevos rancheros, all right? We're not saying they're all Fabergé or Cadbury, all right? Some of you might have some recalled shit. I don't know the rules. I just report what I read in a book. I don't want kids. I know a lot of you are bummed out, like, oh, shit, man, I would like to have had a kid with this guy. As long as we don't have 3 kids and there's a fire. But I don't want kids because I'm tall. My back, but I just always feel like the first time I lift the kid, I'll lift him right into a ceiling fan and decapitate him. I'll be like, honey, I told you I didn't want to lift that little fucker. I told you to keep him low where nothing's spinning. I couldn't child-proof a propeller when it was spinning. Can't put rubber on that, doesn't matter. Still take the head off. You got more eggs, whip up another kid omelet. Hold the onions. Last one cried like a baby. I got a friend, he's like, just get a vasectomy, man. You don't want kids? Just quit bitching about it. Get a vasectomy. Snip, snip. Just cut the wires. No big deal. That sounds like a big deal. Snipping dick wires. What if you cut the red one and my dick explodes like Hurt Locker? Be like, Doc, man, I wonder why it was so quiet in here and everyone was dressed like they were training German Shepherds. Then he's like, no, we just tie it in a knot, just a dick knot, no big deal. Dick knot? That still sounds like kind of a big deal to me. You know how many shoelaces I've had to cut and throw shoes away because I can't get a knot out? Now I gotta worry about a dick knot? What if I have to pee? Gotta get the knot out. And he's like, no, man, it's just a knot. Doctor ties a knot. What's the problem? Well, the problem is, what if the doctor is an amazing sailor and ties like the most amazing clove hitch in the history of dick knots? Thought it was gonna be a slip knot, Doc. Nope. Saw this knot, fuck it, tried it, you're fucked. All right, this is what I need to talk about. I just want to talk about exit rows for a second because I will do anything for an exit row. I just want to talk about it. If there's a short person in the exit row, I'll put drugs on them. I need the exit row, all right? Being this tall is a handicap on an airplane, all right? I don't ask for the exit row because I want to be a hero. I want it because I just need it, all right? It's the most important job on a plane that you never get to practice once, and yet they put a lot of pressure on you. They're like, can you open this door if we crash? Can you open this door if we hit the ground? Really depends on how hard we hit the ground, man. I mean, if we hit really hard and there's a bigger hole than the door I'm supposed to open, maybe I'll go out with the rest of the plane. Like a pixie stick. If it opens, can I just go with them, or do I gotta stay here and work this door that looks very complicated? She's like, can you do it? I'm like, I don't know, and you yelling at me doesn't really help. I probably can't. Like when they're screaming and smoke and shit, I probably will panic. So no, I can't open the door. But I'm not gonna move, all right? I'm gonna stay right here because I paid $49. Fuck it, my seat. All right, last thing. Why are we still taking our shoes off? 10 years ago, this guy from France tried to light his toe on fire and got scared and couldn't commit and was like, ow, it's hurting, forget it. I thought it'd be much quicker. Did anyone see? Yes, everyone in the world saw that you couldn't finish your mission, and we're all paying the price, all right? Part of me wishes he'd succeeded and just blown himself up, just himself, in the bathroom, just like he blew up. People would be like, whoa, did you hear about that guy who blew up on the plane? Yeah, what happened? Nobody knows. I'll tell you one thing, it definitely wasn't a shoe bomb. No one's ever heard of anything so stupid. Part of me wishes it had been a bra bomb. Just a hot chick on her way to Vegas tries to light a boob on fire. And now we all have to take our tops off at the airport. Ma'am, you gotta take your top off, but I'm just dropping off a friend. I don't give a shit. You get out of your car and show me your tits. Don't make me call security. You don't even work here? No, I'm just a concerned American. What the hell's in your shirt? Show me those explosive tips. You guys, thank you very much. New York City.
Kirk Fox, ladies and gentlemen! Please show your appreciation for all the comedians you've seen this evening. And come back and join us next time. Good night!